Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today we are going to make some ephemera for my journal. So basically what I'm doing is I created the cover. I have parts 1 through 7 up on YouTube on how I created this journal cover, and I still will be working and adding the rest of it, but for now I need to fill up the inside of the journal. So I thought we should make some ephemera for it because I need to see how it bulks up, and then I can decide how large to make the spine on it, right? So I need to know how large the spine will be based on how large the inside will be. Okay, so on the inside what I did was I just glued some strips of fabric on here. I think that it just adds a little bit to the journal. It adds some interest. And so I did that off camera a little bit just a few hours ago. And then I made this little, it's like a little tag, and you can journal on the back of that. It could be glued down too. And so I thought I'd make one of these on camera with you guys and show you guys how I made these. These are super simple. You can actually use just some ledger paper if you wanted to. If you don't have the cards, you can make them yourself. But I have these fabric swatch cards. These printables are in my Etsy shop. I will link them below so you can go ahead and take a look, and I will also put them on sale. So if you wanted to pick them up and do this craft with me and make one exactly like this, then I'll have these on sale for you guys. Now, I have a couple different fabric swatch kits in my shop, and this one is from the Pastel Floral collection, and I have, as you can see, these pastel colors, but I also have a neutral because I knew that I would also love using the neutral one, and I do. I use this one all the time with a lot of other kits. And I wanted to also kind of show you guys my inspiration. Oh, you know what? I should show you guys this. This is what the kit looks like, or the cover page of my kit. It's the Floral Pastel Haberdashery Printable, and it's a really huge kit. It also includes some of these mini journaling cards. I have them labeled as button cards, but I also have them like this so that you can use them as like a little journaling card. I like to add like a little note or a quote on these too. So these are really fun to use also. But, okay, so I was going to show you guys my inspiration. I've been kind of working on this kind of off and on. So I made this little tag to cover up my personal journaling, and that's where I got the idea to make this one. So you can see they are a little bit different. I'm going to pull it out so you can see it a little bit better. But what I did was I used one of the purple ones, and then I added some fabrics, and I chose fabrics for this journaling layout. I basically wrote about a shopping trip I went on with my daughter, and I just found some fabric scraps that kind of matched the dresses that we found, and that's what I glued down here. And then I added the picture on the side. I just glued it. I thought this would be a cute little addition to my scrapbook journal. So that's what I made first. And then I thought, okay, I'm working on this yellow journal. What if I make something similar, right? And so then I use the neutral fabric swatch card, and then I just used some fabric scraps that had yellows and golds through it. And then this one, I actually, instead of using a photo like I did here, I just used this little cutout. I cut the little birds out of the label, and I glued them on top. And then I also added a bow on there with some silk sari. And we're going to make one right now. I just wanted to kind of explain that. Okay, so what I'm starting with is this. I already have it cut out. And then, let's see, all we're going to do, I have my fabric scrap here. I'm going to add it here. And I'm just using glue. You can definitely sew your pieces on. You can staple them on. That also looks pretty interesting, I think. I've done that in the past. So you can actually attach it in whichever way you want. Okay, then I layered some of this lace, and I have some right here. Isn't this just so pretty? I love it so much. And then I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. I just want a small piece. And again, you can sew it on here if you wanted to. I think these will be really cute for a fabric journal also. I've been wanting to make a fabric journal where I sew everything in, but I haven't gotten to that yet. But I think that will be really fun to do also. Okay, so then I'm just gluing this down like that. Okay, so the next layer, I have this little piece, and I love to layer my pieces just to give it some more interest. So I'm going to add some lace like I did on there. I have this piece of lace. This is so pretty. This is from, I believe this is from Lavish Laces. You guys go check her out on Instagram and on Etsy. She's got really beautiful laces. Okay. So I just put the glue on the white part so that it doesn't quite show through, because the Fabri-Tac glue, I use Fabri-Tac, it kind of has a shiny look to it once it dries. And then the bottom piece, I had that piece there, but I don't have that, so I just used some different strips of fabrics that I have. You know what I found? I think I'll use this. This is really pretty. I love this color. Isn't that just so pretty? That's from my grandma. My grandma tied up a journal with this fabric. It's like such a thick, pretty fabric, so I always remember her when I use it. Okay, that's pretty, but I'm thinking that maybe I want to add some lace on top of there too. I think that would be really pretty. See that? Just a little strip. Okay. And I'm going to add some. Okay. And then, let's see, what else do I want to use some of this washi tape on the side. Now, this is cute just as it is. Isn't that so pretty? It's like such a fast, quick little piece, but I want to add a little bit of this glitter washi tape. And I'm just going to add it on the side here. And then I want to add a bow at the top. But you know what? I wanted to add the birds. Okay, so I almost forgot about them, but I do want to add them on here. I'm just going to cut them out. I think they're so cute. So I just cut that out. I'm going to ink it a little bit. And then we're just going to add it right here. See, it just adds a little bit of detail. I think it's pretty just as it is. I think just like that, I think it's just as pretty. But I like to add something more. I even have these flowers that I could just add over that. That looks pretty too. I love that. That's why I have these out here actually. I was thinking, let's see, what if I added some roses? Yeah, I think I'm going to add the birds. I like the birds. But I think the other pieces would work also. And then this looks pretty as is, but I think I want to add the bow like I did there. Okay, so I'm going to grab my crocodile, but you know what? You don't need to use a crocodile if you don't have one. You can always just staple your ribbon on here and then tie it into a bow. But this time I'm just going to use a an eyelet. So let's see. Okay, and then we're gonna feed this through. Oh, this one's a short one. I want to get a longer one. I had that wrapped on here because I used some of this already in the journal, like right here. And so that was just a little piece that was left over. I'll link all the printables I use below, including the little birds they're from the labels, and they are included with my tags in my Yellow Roses collection. My Yellow Roses is huge, my Yellow Rose printable collection, and I keep using it, and I'm still, there's still pieces I haven't used yet, and I already made, I think, this is the 4th journal that I've been working on. But I love it because I think the colors are perfect because the yellow, I love yellow for the summertime, but now I'm working with the golden tones from the yellow, and I think that they work so well for fall also. So basically I'm taking the kit into kind of the fall theme also. So isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love them so much. And look how pretty they look. I think that you can just clip them in. You can glue them in here. You can glue them just on the corner if you wanted to. And then, let's see, what can I use? I don't have a tag, but then you could tuck in a tag like right behind it. It could be a tuck spot right here. You can paper clip it. Look how pretty that looks in a journal, right? I think it just adds so much. And here's the deal. If you have a journal that you have personal journaling in, like I do, so you want to just keep some things private, you can just do that. You just add it on top of your page that you journal on. Let's find a journaling page like this one right here, right? You can just add this on here and you got a little bit of privacy on your page. But if you still have like a lot of writing here that you don't want to have visible, you can grab a bit of paper that you tear out. Like it could be something decorative. It could be coffee dyed paper. I usually like to use a decorative type of piece of paper for this. And because I'm writing, I'd have my script and then I would use a decorative piece of paper that's a little bit larger than this piece. And so you have it peeking through, and so it adds a lot of interest to your page. It's really pretty and aesthetic. And then you can have your main focal point, which is more decorated on the very top of that. And isn't that just so pretty? I love the way that looks so much. I'm probably going to just use that as it is. And look, this one is actually folds up. So we can work with this too. You know, maybe I will just leave this here for our next, and we can continue and do another craft with me if you guys want. I will make something with this one. This would be really pretty too. Maybe we'll add to that. Let's see. See that? I love that. I love the way that looks. Oh, you know what? I wanted to share with you guys some happy mail that I received before I let you go. My friend Kimberly and Sharon have an Instagram shop, and they actually sent me some Happy Mail, and I just opened it today. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how many pieces she sent. And how pretty is this? She wrapped it up, and look at these flowers. Isn't that just so pretty? Okay, so that was the package, and then I want to show you guys what I received. Okay, and I hope you guys go check them out because they have pieces in their shop that they sell, handmade pieces. They do a lot of sewing, and I love these. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that just gorgeous? It matches my gold journal. Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty? I love the flowers. Look at those roses. What a beautiful dress. Oh my gosh. And then how pretty is this? And I love that lace. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Sharon and Kimberly. I so appreciate your package that you sent me. I don't even know where to start. Okay, I'll show you guys this. I love that. Isn't that just so pretty? Okay, and then some paper with a seal. But it's so pretty. I love all these pieces. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. It's like a collaged piece, and it has slow stitching, all the little pieces. This would be so pretty, like on a cover. The colors obviously don't match, but this will be so pretty, like on a pastel journal, or even inside a journal. I love that. And then this, isn't this so sweet? I love that. And then here's another piece. I love this. And then how cute are these? Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. Okay, and then this piece. And then this. Gosh, there's so many pretty pieces. Look at that. These are just so inspiring to work with. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster. Isn't that pretty? The little hearts. And then look at that lace. Oh my goodness. And look at the blue. So many beautiful pieces. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys. And then look at that piece. And then this. Isn't that pretty? This is velvet. So pretty. Oh my goodness. And look at this piece. I love this color so much. I actually have a journal planned with these colors, with this, it's like a pink or mauve. So pretty. I love these. I have a collection going of pieces, and this is really pretty too. Oh my goodness, look at this piece. That's beautiful. And then these pieces. Wow. I love these. I love these colors too. Aren't they so pretty with the teal and the gold and the silver? These are such beautiful pieces. Then this trim, isn't that pretty? So yeah, you guys, make sure you guys check them out. They have a lot of handmade pieces with a lot of stitching and just really pretty. And then this, isn't this pretty? Oh my goodness. So, so pretty. So the fabric, the off-white satin, is from Kimberly's mom. I want to see which one is the off-white. I'm thinking it's either this one or no, I think it's this one. Oh my goodness, that's so special. This is from Kimberly's mom's wedding gown. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh. That's so special. And then let me go back because I just read, right? Just remembered. So the dress is from Sharon. So Sharon made the dress. And then the fabric and the rest of the pieces are from Kimberly. Thank you so much. Everything is so beautiful. And then look at this lace. Oh my goodness. That's so pretty. Okay, and then look at this piece. I love the feel of this. It's all beaded. Oh my goodness, it's so, so pretty. I have two tops like this with the beading. They're pretty heavy. They feel so good because they have like a weight to them. I don't know if I can explain it, but they're so pretty. And I love that. I love the neutrals too. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. That's really beautiful. I love the florals. Okay, and then this is so pretty. Look at that. So, so pretty. Oh my gosh. Thank you, ladies. And then this beaded piece is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's like a statement piece too. And then this pretty fabric. Isn't that beautiful? Oops, I got it backwards. Like that. Isn't that pretty? So beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then this, I love the feel of this also. So pretty. Look at that. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys. Their shop is fairly new, so I will link it below so you guys can go and take a look at their Etsy shop. And I know that, let's see, Sharon makes these beautiful dresses. So, so pretty. And then Kimberly has a lot of like handiwork also. I think this is handmade by Kimberly too with the painting. She does a lot of really pretty paintings like watercolors and stuff. And I'm thinking this is from Kimberly also. Isn't that cute? So adorable. My gosh. Oh, and I think this is also from Kimberly. So go and check out their Instagram shops if you're on Instagram, because they will have pieces like this and like this in their Etsy shop. And these are really pretty to add to a journal. They're so special, and you can just like add them like this into a journal. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. This one's mine though. One thing I wanted to mention is if you're working on a personal journal and you're not sure what to do, sometimes I'll grab like all my laces and fabrics, and I'll just go through and just add bits and pieces. Like this one was kind of done, and then I just added the little bird up there. I had my fussy cuts already done. So that's just kind of a little bit of a tip. I added the fabric here, and then I made this little fabric swatch card, and that's when I thought, well, I can make it for this journal too, right? I also wanted to show you guys this image. This is from Flashy May Designs. She has them on her in her Etsy shop, and how beautiful is that for just adding to a journal? And this is again another way to just, if you have like journaling, like this could be a journaling spot, you can just cover up the journaling with this beautiful image, and you can even journal on the back, and you can just add a paper clip and you have your journaling covered. So I love doing that. And she has these, Amy has these in her Etsy shop, so go take a look at them because they're such a great way to just add to your journal, and it's such a beautiful image. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, I want to have that. Amy also included this in the journal, so I wanted to add that in here, and I can journal on the back, and I can tuck more things in here, and I love that. I think it's so, so cute. I even included the tissue paper. Oh, I added some of these. These were postcards from my sister. My sisters went to Italy and Paris, and so she got me some postcards. So I added them to my journal. I thought they looked so pretty in here. Okay, so that's kind of a little update on my personal journal. I hope it gives you guys ideas for working in your own journals. Okay, so I am done, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.